So this is a really cool intersection. We've got the police station over here. And then just here we have Yaowarat Road. I probably said that wrong, but please forgive me. I've only lived in Bangkok for a short time. But that's a really cool alley, and we're going to go down there pretty shortly. Loads of food, things for sale. Food and snacks and things for sale down there. Now just over the fence is Wat Khanikaphon. That's where we just toured. And now just behind here is Wat Khanikaphon, which was the temple that was built on the funds from ladies of ill repute. Let's go and have a look at that. Two things I really like about this temple is that, first and foremost, the main Ubosot looks really ancient. Like I've seen a lot of temples in Bangkok and in particular Chinatown, and they're very gold. They look like there's a lot of upkeep, but also because of the connection to China, gold is the feature, and they're very well built. Whereas this temple here does look a bit like old and rustic. I really like it. The paint's kind of faded. It's got a lot of character. And the second thing I really like about it is how active this is as well. I like going to ancient places that are still thriving and being used for the purpose they were intended those many, many years ago. So this was built around the period of King Rama III. And I really like it. It's one of my most favourite temples I've seen so far. Now I haven't even been inside yet, so let's go inside and have a look. Today's lesson, don't judge a book by its cover. As I was approaching this Ubosot, I thought, wow, this is cool. I really love the rustic nature. Can't wait to get inside. My favourite temple of all time. Once I got inside, it's not my favourite temple of all time. I like it, I really like it. But it's not my favourite temple of all time. I got a bit carried away, shot my mouth off, so please forgive me. Still very cool temple. Definitely worth a stop, and that's why I've included it in Luke's Chinatown tour. Okay, next stop is, where are we going? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to check my guide. something I've just learned about temples. The difference between a vihan and an ubosot. Now, ubosot is an ordination hall, and you can tell an ubosot by these baisima. There should be 8 of these placed around the ubosot, the ordination hall. There's actually 9 of these stones. 8 are placed around the building, and the 9th one is actually buried within the ubosot, underneath in the foundations of the ubosot. And now the vihan, which is one of the buildings we were just beside, right next to it, that is like considered a prayer hall, and they do not have the baisema stones around. There's a bit of a tradition as well. These are also kind of a resting places for traveling monks. They could stay in the vihan. They did not stay in the ubosot. So here ends my lesson in the temples of Thailand. Okay, we've got 3 more stops on Luke's Chinatown tour. Next thing I'm going to find is a place called Berlin Pharmaceuticals. So it's another, maybe a 5-minute walk. Then there's 2 other stops. After I finish the tour, we're going to end the tour with the reflection time and a beer. I'm just reading the plaque out the front here. I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Really cool in Bangkok. We've got these brown signs. Car coming. They've got these brown signs. Any kind of like a historical point, they've got a little brown sign. They give you a little bit of information. I really like that about Bangkok. Just got to get this out of the road of this car, and then I'll tell you what the meaning behind the name of this temple. Okay, now we're kind of ready. So let me read. Whoops. Tight little corner here. Wat Khanikaphon. Wat Khanikaphon, the meaning behind that, and this was actually not the original name. This was renamed by one of the kings, King Rama IV, and the meaning is built from the profits of prostitution. How about that? Legend. Okay, team, get together. We need to find a new name for this temple. Something catchy, something memorable, something meaningful. What is this temple all about anyway? How was it built? From the profits of prostitution. I got an idea for a name. Let's call it Temple Built from the Profits Earned from Prostitution. Great name, King Rama IV. Great name. Let's lock it in.